Welcome guys to week 4 of isolation and Hendo's at home. Tonight we're going to do a few different things. We're going to make 2 cocktails instead of 1, not the same cocktail. So first up we're going to make a Mojito. I have had a bit of feedback that people can't keep up with me because I'm already prepped up and ready to go. So while you're watching me talk about what we're doing, all this stuff, if you can cut your limes up into 8 slices. So I've got half a lime and cut into 4 is basically what you need. And also chuck some ice in a blender because we'll be using that later. Alright, so Mojito is our first cocktail of the night. We're going to also do a Cosmopolitan and we're going to do it in 2 videos. So we'll stop, get me time to reset and get all my ingredients together. So yes, 2 videos tonight, 2 cocktails, let's go. Alright, so Mojito, synonymous with sitting on the beach, drinking a cocktail, in the Caribbean, maybe on a nice beach in Bali, somewhere like that. Very, very easy drink to make. Again, I say this every week, but they're easy to make. I make them every week because, and they become easy to make. But anyway, ingredients: white rum. White rum is fairly popular around there. Bacardi is the most well-known white rum that people use. If you don't have Bacardi, Stolen White is exceptional, but there are other white rums out there that you can use. Also some raw sugar. Now raw sugar has a little bit of a caramelly finish to it. You can use caster sugar or white sugar, but this just gives you a little bit more complexity in your flavours when you're making your drink. I've got some fresh lime, as I mentioned earlier, chopped up into slices, and some mint. Now the mint, you just need a few leaves of mint. I've also got the tops of the mint branches, stems, whatever you want to call them, just to use as your garnish later on in the drink. But for the actual ingredients of the drink itself, you just need a handful of leaves. I've also got some soda water. Any soda water will do, Schweppes. You can use lemonade as well if you'd like to make a sweeter cocktail, but traditionally it's done with soda water. Alright, getting into this. I'm going to mix in a glass jar tonight. You could mix in a cocktail shaker, even your blender bowl, Tupperware container as well. Yeah, I'll bring this Tupperware container out every week for you guys, every single week. But yeah, you can mash away all the ingredients in that. Alright, so I have a rolling pin here tonight to do all the muddling of the ingredients, but we'll get back to that in a moment. So first thing you need is the sugar. I'm going to go with 2 teaspoons of brown sugar. Not brown, raw sugar. And I've got half a lime that's been sliced into 4. And our mint. As I said, you probably only need 4 or 5 leaves of mint. Now, doesn't matter where you get the mint from. It can be out of your garden. It can be out of a container from Aldi. These tonight are from Aldi. Woolies, Coles, they sell mint, fairly fresh, easy to use. And just rip the leaves off, stick it in your palm like this, and give it a good slap. Now all the parents out there with kids at home may want to give your kids a slap at the moment. Hey, they're trying hard too. So, what this does is bring out the flavours and the oils out of the mint, and increases the flavour of the drink later on. Once we've put that in, we've got our white rum. So it's a shot and a half or 45 mils. When your ingredients are all in there, you just want to give it a good mix with your muddle stick. Now I'm using a rolling pin. You can use a wooden spoon or a proper muddling stick. Now, you just want to squish the limes. Try not to get the mint crushed up too much. Otherwise you'll end up with little bits and pieces of mint floating through the drink, and it's not really a good experience. Okay, we're going to set that aside for the moment while we blend up some ice. Now it's just ice in a blender. Nothing special, just a bit of ice. Mine's in a NutriBullet type thing, and there we go. So we just need some crushed ice. Now you don't have to crush the ice up. You could stick some ice in a tea towel and give it a big smash with your rolling pin. It's mainly for aesthetics. It does give the drink a little bit more cooling method because the ice has got more surface area to cool the drink down. However, I've crushed it into a blender and that's it, ready to go. So I grab my glass. Now I'm using a tall glass here, tall cocktail glass. You could use a schooner glass, a highball glass, anything you got floating around the house. Even a traditional cocktail glass, something like this, you could use at home. Well, but I'm using a Pilsner side glass tonight. Now, our ingredients from before, we're just going to pour into the bottom of this glass. And to get all the goodness out of the bottom, I've got the soda water. And we're just going to give that a bit of a swish. And pour that in. Grab the ice. And just gently spoon some in, trying not to get it all over the floor, which I would do on a weekly basis. Once you've got enough ice in there, top up the rest with your soda water. And now it's about making it pretty. As I mentioned earlier, we have the tops of the mint. We just place them there like that. And I'm going to grab a slice of lime and a straw. Now the straw isn't really required, but it just helps you mix the drink as well, so you don't have a big slurp of alcohol at the start. And there we have a mojito. Alright, as I said, we're going to take 5 for a minute, set up for the next cocktail, which is going to be Cosmo.